You've arrived, everyone. I'm thinking about carving Ago's name on this. People said that everyone who fell for the city will get their names carved on an eternal wall.
A special tool may be needed to engrave a name on the stone face. Bosun, we can submit an official application to Captain Myeonir.
No way! Please don't! They are Wulingers, and we are stock hitters. We are different. This whole thing is just a mess.
Yes. I understand.
I actually wonder if you can use those fancy Enfield tech and help me out.
Bosun, your brother's actual name.
Zheng Jiang Zheng. Zheng is our generation name. So you found a way to engrave his name?
Oh, look here. Your brother's name is already on the wall.
What? Really? Let me see. By Talos, that is his name. Is there another Wulinger with the same name?
Now that's weird, because Rusty Hook is engraved right after it.
Who did this? When did it happen?
It looks newly inscribed. Endman, any ideas?
Oh, it must be her. Mifu is truly a righteous soul. You gotta thank her properly if you see her during the service.
Are you saying that Madam Captain of the Watchguards carved my brother's name on this wall? Does that mean people are gonna remember him too?
Yes. He has been inscribed with the heroes of Wuling. He shall be remembered by many.
Rusty, you made it. You are a true hero now.
Every soul who rests here gave their life for Wuling. The fact that they rest here proves there is something they held dearer than their own lives. Honor, duty, and virtue. Death has not defeated them. In fact, they have emerged triumphant. Let us pay our respects to the deserving victors.
Someone open?
Aunt Tian, both of you have valid reasons, but you know there's only one stall left. We have to reach an agreement.
I know, Liu. I never wanted to make things difficult. Azai and I would do our best and go with the Watchguards arrangements.
Hold up. Count me out if you're going with the arrangements. I'm different, Uncle Liu. I got a plan, plus the determination to see it through. The stall is mine to rent, and that's final.
Emin, what a coincidence. Got some trouble on our hands. I'll let them do the explaining.
Are the lady and the young man arguing about who gets to use the stall?
I guess so. I saw a new poster on the bulletin. A business is ending their lease. I came here really early in the morning, just to want to see if I could get lucky with the stall. But I ran into...
I've been perfecting my business plan since last year. Fortune smiles on me because I'm prepared.
Let's all take a step back and talk nicely, okay? Captain Me and Endman, the Avenue business bidding process might be the problem. It calls for fair competition. Both are qualified and their business plans are sound, but they're... This is a real dilemma.
What's your take, Emin?
Enfield can't really handle complicated things like this.
Then there's on me.
Ooh. Ooh! I might have an idea. Enmin, come here. Let's talk about this.
Start a competition? Sounds like a plan.
Etienne and Azai, you going along? Maybe you could set up your stalls first. May the most popular one win.
Haha, sure thing. We Wulingers have a thing for competitions. Fair and simple. Let's start in 2 days.
Count this lady in. There is no way I will lose.
And to help Mifu out, feel free to ask if you need anything from us.
You darlings are too kind. But I'm fine for now. Why don't you help Azai first?
All hands, stay alert for orders.
That's
is
Kirby.
a symbol of functioning
What's going on?
avenue.
It
One could
sounds
hardly
like
imagine
pre-recorded
how
audio.
10 years ago, this was just a stretch of blighted wilderness without any buildings or life. Welcome, my patrons and friends. This massive chubby loon mascot is a symbol of functioning avenue. One could hardly imagine how 10 years ago, this was just a stretch of blighted wilderness without any buildings or life. Welcome, my patrons and friends. This massive chubby loon mascot is a symbol of functioning avenue. One could hardly imagine how 10 years ago, this was just a stretch. people, it's me again. The mini shell beasts before you are a symbol of Wuling's rich ecology. I even raised one when I was a kid. Greetings, people, it's me again. The mini shell beasts before you are a symbol of Wuling's rich ecology. I even raised one when I was a kid. Greetings, people, it's me again.
These mini shell beasts
The
are so
mini shell beasts
cute.
before you are a symbol
There are
of
so
Wuling's
many of
rich
them.
ecology. I even raised one when I was a kid. Greetings, people, it's me again. The mini shell-
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
The Bell of Three Presences. The most iconic symbol of the
It's a
Tianchu
place
Bureau Academy.
of miracles, such
Snappity
as
snap.
the bane of all
Let me
light,
think about what I
Shiranite.
might say this time.
This here before you is Wuling's Center of Science, the Tianshi Bureau Academy. It's a place of miracles, such as the bane of all light, Shiranite. This here before you is Wuling's Center of Science, the Tianshi Bureau Academy. It's a place of miracles, such as the bane of all light, Shiranite. This here before you is Wuling's Center of Science, the Tianshi Bureau Academy. It's a place of miracles, such as the bane of all light, Shiranite. This here before you is Wuling's Center of Science, the Tianshi Bureau Academy. It's a place of miracles, such as the bane of all blight, Shiranite. This here before you is Wuling's Center of Science, the Tianshi Bureau Academy. It's a place of miracles, such as the bane of all blight, Shiranite.
Constant
This here
vigilance
before
in
you
every
is
place and
Wuling's
situation.
Center of Science,
This is a rule that I never break.
Let me count the photos. We're all set. Wow, you ran into Li Feng? Huh. All right, here are the rest of the vouchers. But sit tight, because not all the prizes are ready yet. Swing by when the competition starts.
Atsai, this event of yours seems really well planned.
Really? You think it's well planned? Sorry, I got too carried away. They're the most motivating words I've heard. Everyone criticized me as a kid. They kept saying I aim too high and how my head is full of weird ideas. But they won't take me down. Art is the career I chose. I am a business artist. Oh, I hope that doesn't feel like too much. I actually learned these tricks from the TGCC. The TGCC's got all sorts of super rad tricks. You need a really flashy package if you want your things to sell.
But your ideas aren't weird. I think they're really innovative, you know?
That's right! Innovation! That's what I was gonna say. My vision is to make Wuling a city of innovations. She shouldn't simply focus on science and experiments and super boring lessons. The city deserves something new every day. She's gotta embrace innovation. And Wuling shouldn't keep herself mired in the past. No one should shackle her future. And thank you all for helping me out.
I'm a little curious about how Aunt Tian is preparing for this. Let's go talk to her. Alrighty. I just remembered something. I've actually had Aunt Tian's noodles before.
You've had them before?
Yeah, they're really famous. Everyone who lived in Wuling City ate them too. When I first arrived here, my teammates treated me to some. The queues were ridiculous. Oh, but a bite of those noodles solved all your troubles. It simply felt like being back at home. Ugh, I can't find the words to describe it. But you'll know when you have a bowl. We got some Nim Sprouts. Let's bring them back to Aunt Tian.
Bamboo gummies are back for a limited time.
Yeah, this Grove Neem Sprouts are super fresh. I can't thank you enough, kind children. I got the rest prepped. Washed the liangke turnip, soaked the earthy porcelain soil, and chopped the hot fennel. Everything's set. Time to cook.
Aunt Tian, did you run a stall back at the residential area? A 5-wheel power cart with a little canopy on top?
Of course, darling. Are you from Wuling?
I had your noodles back when I was in Wuling. I even talked about them with my friends aboard Dijon.
Seems we're tied together by fate. I can reveal a few of my secrets, so you can make your own. Braised meat noodles may look simple, but perfection requires true commitment. Our first step is prepping the materials. We need minced long ear fillets, plus liangge turnips, grove nips browns, rock sugar, earthy parsley, and hot fennel. And there are 3 house secrets from Antian. First, use fresh stock for the nips browns. Second, cook that meat over a small fire till it's just right. Too fast and it would be too tough. Too long and it would melt into the stock. The third secret lies in the dough. It's living and breathing, children. You need to find it out yourselves.
Find it out ourselves? Is there any trick to this?
My trick is having the heart to feed someone. Once you get these feels, your meals will end up delicious. I will show you what it means. Help me bring the ingredients here. And just what I need, please. Don't bring too much, huh? The main ingredients are half a key of long ear meat and 50 grams of liangge turnip cut in strips.
Amnesia.
Got the main ingredients? Don't forget the condiments. You need the sweetness, the heat, and the herbal aroma. The condiments are 10 grams of syrup, 20 grams of chopped hot fennel, and 30 grams of cut earthy parsley.
If we forget, we can always ask Aunt Tian again. If we forget, we can all...
It's done, my darlings. Have it while it's hot.
It's so good. Oh, I feel so happy right now. It's so soft and sweet and nostalgic.
And I'm happy you like it. Taste got better, and so did the fillet.
Huh? So, what meat did you use to make braised meat noodles in the past?
Back then, it was just straw mushrooms and a mix of other stuff to make it filly.
Back in those days, I believe everyone had it hard.
Indeed. It's a long story. When they were building this city, I worked in the construction crew. We only received supplies once per month. Hardly any of us got the braised meat. This place was literally uninhabited. The foul beasts that arrived probably went home because there was nothing around. I never thought about building a big noodle business. The first bowl I made was for a child. The child got sick, and everything tasted bitter. So I made some motos with the remaining grains and added them to the dough with younger turnip. The child then brought friends over to try the noodles, and the other kids brought their parents over for more. The adults couldn't stop crying as they ate. The flavors reminded them of Hongshan and the younger turnip vines of summer sprawling along the fence. Oh dear, I just rambled on and on about the past, didn't I? Age is catching up, but days got a lot better. I felt too good to be true. All right, darlings, go ahead and do your thing. This old lady is ending the daily shift.
I totally mastered the braised meat noodles. I'll definitely make more for you once we get back to Dijon. So, Enman, which of those two will win?
It seems that both sides are evenly matched.
You arrived in good time, Endman. I've looked around the suspect locations and have a good idea of what's going on. I believe our Miss Jones escaped through here while the guards were changing their shifts. What do you think, Endman? So, for our next course of action? Indeed. If she wanders off too far, things might get complicated. I just hope she didn't throw away my business card. If she got into trouble, she wouldn't know who to call. Incoming call from an unknown number. Let's see what the caller has to say. Hello there. Avi here. Who's this?
Help! Help! Please help!
Hold on. Is this Miss Jones?
Yeah, it's me. I'm sorry, I really mean it. This place is way bigger than I thought. I shouldn't be running all over the place.
Let me guess. Are you lost?
Yeah, I've got no idea where I am right now. Everything looks the same in this place. Just come and save me, please. I really need help. I don't want to die here.
dear, that sounds terrible. I hope you've learned your lesson. Our Endman was being really nice and honest last time. Nobody was trying to scare you.
I know. I should have listened. I was too confident. Please just come and save me. I swear I won't go running off on my own again. I promise.
Easy there, Miss Jones. Try to calm down and take a deep breath. You just said everything looks the same at your current location, right? Take a photo with your handy term and send it to us. We'll use that photo to find where you are.
I'm right here.
Phewie. Got it. Endman, I'm sending you the photo as well. All right, Miss Jones, we're coming to pick you up.
Thank you so much.
Don't get too excited. I need you to look for a safe place to hide and stay out of sight.
Okay, got it. But hide myself in a safe place.
And please, for goodness sake, don't be so loud. Stay away from local wildlife and avoid dark places.
Got it. I'll be very quiet.
I dealt with something similar before, and I had to contact my client to get permission to act. Ugh, geez, what a hassle that was. The TGCC may lack everything, but they're never short on rules. Just look at this graffiti and the destruction. A classic Landbreaker signature. Oh my! This is the latest handy term from the TGCC. Who might its owner be? I don't think you need to ask, Endman. Can of black beans, half eaten and tossed aside. These LBs really know how to waste food, but it's proof that the LB band rested here for a while. They probably left just now. Maybe the raiders were in such a hurry they left their food behind. Let's keep going and track them down, Endman. This roadblock is obviously made by LBs. Wait, I see a piece of ripped clothing dangling from it. The color and material look familiar. Turns out our little journalist is braver than she looks. Seems like that poor girl tried to flee, but luck wasn't on her side. Looks like we've arrived in time, and...
well-deserved victory.
You finally made it. I thought I was gonna die here. I never knew those maniacs were landbreakers. They're so terrifying and nothing like the LBs I've met before. They couldn't be reasoned with. I tried to escape, but I barely got anywhere before they dragged me back here again.
Talos 2 is a big place. Since we have LBs who speak human, we'll also have LBs who refuse to speak human. In any case, I believe this ordeal may have provided the new materials you need for your article, Miss Jones.
New material?
I hope I didn't go overboard with the things I said. Hard facts indeed. But our little journalist probably has a nasty case of PTSD. Maybe I should say something nice to make her feel better.
I got it. I'll call it the Valley 4 Documented. I'll focus on the state of the disaster and how Enfield professionals dealt with it, and embellish the story with descriptions of the complex local geography and the LBs who refuse to speak human. Thank you both. You saved my life and even gave me interesting material for my article. I was a little oblivious to the dangers of Valley 4. I'm really sorry. I must have given you and your UWST friends nothing but trouble.
We did what we had to, and I'm pleased to hear that we've arrived at an understanding.
We sure did. I'll be tagging along and heading back with you. And I promise I won't run off again.
Where should we go next? Our colleagues have arrived to give you a ride out of the valley, Miss Jones. This is where we go our separate ways. We fixed your handy term as well. Unfortunately, we couldn't save all of the data.
Thank you so much. I don't really know how to repay your kindness.
How about a few good words and some positive publicity for Enfield?
That goes without saying. You don't even have to ask. And you'll be the heroes of my upcoming exclusive. I'll make sure you get pages worth of coverage.
Is that so? Well, we'll be looking forward to your story, Raquel. Okie doke. This job has ended pretty well. I guess it's safe enough for me to exit the picture, Endman? Can't help it. I thought I told you before, Endman. My schedule is packed. The supervisor did some schedule manipulation arts to help me bend the rules a little. And you should know that it came at the cost of my future leave. But what can I say? I would gladly spend my leave to go on a mission with our very own Endministrator. So, if we get another mission like this, don't forget to give me a call, Endmin.
All hands, stay alert for orders. Oh. A
Apologies, I was spacing out. Please, pardon.
Well, it's all right. I just arrived too. And you? All drenched in sweat. Did you come rushing here? Liar. Nefereth left quite a mess. There's a lot on the agenda, and it's a little tiring. The AIC factory has quickly restored our post-disaster Shiranite production. The Tianshi Pillar Array is also working properly again. As for city repairs, Nifu is handling it well, and Tung Tung is taking care of her stockade. I shouldn't be asking you, but... Technically, the fall of Nefereth should have brought peace. The lantern that symbolizes the peace of Wuling should be lit again. But even now, the lantern remains dark. Indeed, Endman. A new rift has appeared under Wuling. Words won't explain it. I should just show you myself.
Hey, not again.
Опять экскурсия.
A viceroy of Wuling must constantly monitor the status of the underground array. This is why the office has an elevator that goes straight down. Definitely not. But my schedules are packed. A leisurely walk is a luxury I can't afford. It's second nature to me. The matter is urgent, so I just dragged you along without thinking. Though I blocked Nefereth's hit, the aftershocks have compromised the Shirenite Dam. A new rift has appeared.
认证通过，最高权限，通道开启。
Layouts of the underground area are quite complex. Stay close when we get there. Wuling City is located on a rift hotspot. To suppress rift formation, we need more than the surface-level Tinsure Pillar Array. The surface-level and underground arrays work together to keep the rift in Blight Tide at bay. The underground array is buried deep under Wuling. Hardly anyone knows about it, but this is for the best. If we had kept the Shirenite Dam intact, the rift would have never reached here.
What's going on here?
Thankfully, we have enough Shirenite here to keep the Tinsure Pillar running at full power, which stops the rift from getting bigger. But as long as the rift remains, Wuling will not be safe. We once developed a device capable of sealing the rift. It's called the Shirenite Nexus. But things got in the way and development has been stalled. The device is still incomplete. We need your help. It's not surprising. After the project was stalled, the Nexus became a key component of the Shirenite Forge. We only decided to retrieve the Nexus because you were with us. We now stand a chance to complete the project quickly. I dragged you to the underground array to let you observe the rift up close and assist you with your work. Ether energy levels are now very low. We must retrieve the data before it climbs back up. The observation point is up ahead. Follow me and watch your step. After the battle ended, the original structure was completely destroyed. Nevertheless, we used Shirenite to create a temporary path.
数据正在传输中。
Yes. Ten years ago. The scroll preserves what the Wuling Science Station had left behind back then. Just a few traces. Once the dust settles at this place, I'll take you there for a tour. But you might be disappointed. The things inside are really old.
传输已完成。
Not good. Ether energy levels are rising. We must go. Careful. Angaloy.
Boss, I put the files on your desk like you said.
Endman, would you mind waiting for a bit? There are a few files that need my attention. What makes you say that? I am properly rested. Exhaustion will lead to mistakes at work. And mistakes are something we can ill afford right now. A tally of losses incurred by Wuling. It's better than my estimates. Let's head to the research center and get the Sheer Knight Nexus. Endman, we should hurry. The Tianshi of the lab should have retrieved the Sheer Knight Nexus. Tianshi, what's going on? I thought the Sheer Knight Forge would be open by now.
The forge's pressure valve is malfunctioning and can't vent at all. We can't take out the Sheer Knight Nexus.
Let me see. Yes. There's a problem with the pressure valve control script. Overwriting it will be difficult.
Can't we just get the engineers to take this apart? The forge is obsolete anyway. We can't let it delay our subsequent tests.
It'd be such a waste to take it apart. It might be old, but it's still useful in research, and it still works. This little old engine kept us company for quite a few years. But our need is urgent. Just to get a team to dismantle it.
No rush. Perhaps I can try adjusting the command script. Endman, can you lend me a hand?
Engineer here.
I only saw this on a design drawing before.
Years have passed since I last saw this thing.
If only we continued the project. The next iteration could have miniaturized it further for portability. Ask away. The Shiranite Nexus has great potential, but also problems that cannot be overcome. It consumes vast amounts of Shiranite to work, but that's no longer an issue since we're making a lot more Shiranite. Another problem is the way it fights the rift. It's essentially brute forcing. Yes. Sudden release of Shiranite energy will react with ether and lead to unpredictable losses. Solving its issues within short notice will be challenging, but with your help, the damages can be minimized, and Wuling City would hardly be affected. Of course, but the latest data has yet to be exported. This warrants a trip to the monitoring center. But I have a few things to entrust Tianshi Ge with. Sure. Once I'm done, I'll go find you at the monitoring center.
Where should we go next? Is that Nifu?
Emin? Why are you here? I'm still monitoring the blight cleanup at the monitoring center. The boss is coming too? Don't see her anywhere.
I'm right here, Mifu. Our work won't take too long. I hope we're not disrupting the cleanup.
Of course not. In fact, most of the blind messes nearby have been cleared. Let me tag along. I'll see if I can be helpful.
You know, I've seen other Hongshan swordmen.
What of it, boss? Hope the instruments aren't damaged.
No. The data stored within is intact as well. Analysis of the data looks rather promising. A little bold, but worth a try. This solution will further reduce sheer night consumption. Mifu, did you see something that won't work?
No, I don't know science. It's just the first time I saw someone keeping pace with you. People once told me your ideas are too wild and impossible.
Nobody told me that before.
No need to overthink it. It's great we got someone who thinks like you for once. Gotta work on something. I will leave you to a wild brainstorming.
Nothing. Just thinking about the past. How the science station people used to discuss questions. Like what we're doing now. Yes. Every idea was bolder than the last. We got more intense with every discussion. When I first heard their argument, I thought they were fighting. No. I was young when I joined the science station. It wasn't my place to talk. But listening in the discussions taught me a lot. I learned a great deal as I sorted files for my peers. They didn't simply like me. They took care of me. Now that we have a working idea, why don't we use the Sheer Night Nexus for a field test? The test is risky. Let me think. Chijentai is an islet outside the city. It's pretty much empty. What do you say? This islet was set aside early on as a test site, but it was abandoned when the Blight Tide flooded it. Now that the Blight Tide has subsided, we can use it to test the Sheer Night Nexus. someone here? Well, that someone did the work for us. Before we start the test, let's clean the rest of the place.
Your end awaits.
清霄毕露，如云竞走。
Handman? Tianchi Zhuang? Why are you on the islet as well? I thought I cleaned up all the beasts along the way. Turned out I missed a few.
Yes, it's a dangerous test, and we need an uninhabited area. This islet is the best option available.
Oh, is there anything I can do to help?
Could you guard the raft station and tell people to stay away?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Much appreciated. So, are you here for the sword Tianshi Li left behind?
I guess so, but not really. When I was a kid, my mom and dad would bring me here for training. Once the battle was over, I wanted to come and pay my respects. But upon arrival, I didn't get a chance to say anything before the beasts pounced at me. I know you're on urgent business, but can you give me a while? Just a short while, to say a few words. Thanks, Amel. Mom, Dad. This crisis taught me something. You are more than my parents. You performed your duty. As Tianshi, it was not only I who needed you, but also many others. And I was just a clingy kid who always wished you could be by my side at all times. Sorry. I was really selfish back then. Well, that's it from me.
It's only natural for children to miss their parents. You knew they wouldn't reply, yet you kept your message to heart. Always remembering and never forgetting. That is definitely not selfish.
Thank you, Admin. I shouldn't get in the way of your test. No worries. I'll make sure nobody barges into the place.
Test environment is basically stable. Let's head to the platform. He always wanted to be here. When the opportunity came, he took it without hesitation. When Tianshi Li and his wife were around, they'd invite me too. Li Feng barely reached my knees back then. Time really flew past me. The kid's a big boy now. Yes, he's just a teen, but he knows far more about duty than many adults. He takes after his parents, dutiful, selfless, and utterly without fear. We can begin, Endman. Careful. Don't worry. I got it. Sure. I'm ready. Is it all right? But I'm still a little...
Endman, Tianshi Zhuang. There's a situation at the Bureau of Swordmancers. We need your assistance.
What's the situation?
The Joint Enfield and Wuling defense system upgrade has encountered an issue during deployment. The Tianshi are unfamiliar with Enfield tech, and there's little they could do about it. I have to stay aboard Dijiang to coordinate the deployment and can't make it to the site. Endman, please work with Tianshi Zhuang and assess the incident.
Of course. We're heading right over. The rift is in the city. If the defense system upgrade fails, or encounters an error, and if the rift could not be closed, the outcomes would be devastating. Endman, we should get there ASAP. The reports show that it's not that urgent yet. We should head to the Bureau of Swordmancers while there's still time. No, it's from Mifu. She told me that our injured are coming around. I have to see them. But...
It's all right. Leave it to me.
All right. Once you're done, meet me at the central laboratory. Before I go, we'll need to do some preliminary data logging. Okay. See you later.
Endman!
So sorry about this. It happened during deployment. We don't know why, but we are getting error messages. The engineering module. Something might be wrong with it. I've got my colleagues to help.
Enman, the torque transmission module that reported the error is giving off strange grinding noises. But we couldn't simply fix it because Enfield tech differs from that in Wuling, and we don't want to break anything. Never thought we could do that. Interesting.
This energy feedback system. I think I could use it in my own project.
Well, it's working as intended.
Endman, if you have time, would you mind staying for a bit? We got so many questions to ask you.
Tianxia Zhuang's work does take top priority. Don't let us keep you, Enman. We'll take care of the rest.
That took me quite a while. Gotta hurry to the lab. Tianxia Zhuang should be there already. I hope I didn't keep her waiting for too long.
All hands, stay alert for orders. Oh. Apologies, I was spacing out. Please pardon my lapse.
Enman, you're here. She left already, in a rush too. She also brought the Shiren Nexus along. I'm not sure. I did, in fact, ask her about you. But she shook her head, said you were too busy with something else. Oh, before she went, she left you a letter. It's upstairs.
I should say something, but even if they regain consciousness, these injuries would probably affect the rest of their lives. How are the patients?
The injured are coming around. Give them some time and they'll be back on their feet. But the young girl, her injuries are grave. It might affect the rest of her life. A tragedy for one so young.
Thank you. I'll take a look. I must handle the task at hand. Uncle Zhao.
Tianxia Zhuang. You're here.
I came to see her too.
Good. She just fell asleep. If she knew you came, she'd be very happy. Our girl dreamed of training under you. She wished to fight the Blight Tide on the front lines. But fortune did not smile on her.
I'm sorry, Uncle Joel. She's a good young lady. Fortune did not smile on me either. And look after yourself. Please, talk to me if you need anything.
It was a great battle. You must be busy too, Qian Shizhuang. There's no need to worry about me.
Uncle Joel.
It's okay. Just go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll get by. Things will get better. They always do.
I should go now. Wonder how things are at the Bureau of Swordmancers. I'll take a look there. Shame on me. How could I have acted with such selfishness? So many people. So many things. All of them could use your help. This is my responsibility. The duty is mine alone.
Tian Shizhuang, the file you wanted is upstairs.
Good. I'll get it signed and archived. Thank you for taking the trip for me.
You're here on your own. Where's Enmin?
Oh, the Endman. She's needed elsewhere.
That means you head down there yourself. Are you really sure about this?
Yes. We've upgraded the Shiranite Nexus. The risks are much lower now. I can do this on my own.
Okay. So, anything else I might assist you with?
That'll be all, Tian Shige. Carry on. Endman. Apologies for reneging on my promise. As a leader yourself, I hope you can understand the choice I made. You've helped me repair the Shiranite Nexus. That is already more than enough. I shouldn't ask for anything beyond that. After all, it was my negligence that placed Wuling in danger. The suffering of the people in the city is my responsibility. Witnessing a project spanning more than a decade, fulfilling its purpose. That is the lifetime wish of any Tianshi. On this quest for discovery, one's final stop is often the starting point of another. Becomes my final stop. Then use it as your starting point for our push towards the North Wuling exclusion zone.
You're the only one left in the science team. The path will be long and hard.
You're the only one who can be the Viceroy. The completion of Wuling is essential to the Academy. You've got to take on the responsibility.
I'll take on anything if Wuling's safety is at stake. I know you'll always be there and have my back. That gives me confidence.
Just fulfilling my roles and performing my duties.
At least share your problems.
Tenshi Juan, are you sure there really isn't anything else I can help you with?
You shouldn't be doing this alone.
Boss, I'm always here.
认证通过，最高权限，通道开启。
We have arrived. You told me to meet at the lab, but then you got a head start. Oh, that's why I decided to beat you to it.
How long have you been waiting here?
Not Not too long. Just arrived. What about you? Something happened? Why didn't you wait for me?
I can do this on my own.
You're lying. But it's all right. I waited for you, and you're here with me. We do this together.
The ether energy is getting more powerful. And this is within the Tianshi pillar array itself. True. Let's try to get closer to the rift. Let's keep moving. The path ahead is completely destroyed, but there are no Shiranite we can use nearby. It would seem that our only way forward is the scroll portal. Yes. More accurately, it contains impressions that the science station left in my memories. And this is thanks to the proxy. Her power preserved these experiences. Despite the years, none of them have faded. Let's go, Endman. I'll take you to my experiences 10 years ago. The lab. What should I expect? Which memory fragment will I see this time? Just as I expected. Ether energy has changed this place. The area within the scroll is in chaos. Familiar, yet completely transformed. The stones don't look like science station building materials. They look like Shiranite of the underground array. The two spaces have blended within the scroll. This is my first time seeing it, but the Shiranite in here looks inert. But if it's Shiranite, we can simply energize it, and I'll be able to move them. All right, I'm leaving it to you. The way out has been illustrated by the proxy. The butterfly shall take us to the start of the drawing.
Is that the start of the drawing you mentioned?
Yes. Where the drawing starts, changes give birth to opportunities. Bottom of the column. We've arrived.
Hi everyone, my name's Zhuangfeng Yi.
Young and inexperienced.
HQ said they're sending us a young and gifted Tianxia, but you're even younger than we expected.
Oh, you flatter me. My work is hardly worth mentioning.
Nah, don't sell yourself short. You're the youngest Tianxia of HAS. We're really honored to have you here at the science station. So, did you read the papers and reports we sent your way? Your senior has been waiting. She is interested in your views.
Of course I am. How is it?
I've read it quite a few times. Some points are very exciting. But something was tucked between pages 26 and 27. A comparison of eggs laid by short-tailed and long-tailed fowl beasts. I don't know why it's there. I also read your other papers and listed a few questions.
You are too honest, girl. That's my...
It was only later that I learned she left it there on purpose. It was a little trick of hers, to see if I'd read her data thoroughly. Stop laughing. The time to reminisce is over. Now it's time to make the final stroke. That's the exit.
So when you visit the underground array, would you enter this place?
Occasionally, whenever I think about the past, I'd enter the scroll. However, I never knew what memories the proxy would show me. Sad or joyful, I'd only know when I see them.
brave. Your end awaits.
If my guess is right, this should lead to the meeting room. We need to eliminate the blight before we can move the Sheernite box. The butterfly is going downstairs. Looks like we'll have to take an unconventional route to the meeting room. Let's head down the elevator shaft, Endman. Do you still get dizzy from this inversion?
Already got used to it.
At the meeting room. Endman, this meeting room was where we announced the birth of Sheernite. You weren't at the science station. You were taking care of something else, but we notified you of the news at the first opportunity. You also congratulated us.
We finally made our first Sheernite. The crucial step has been taken. Plenty of ideas can finally be achieved.
Yeah, Dawn said she wanted to build a Sheernite city. Look, what do you think of our first break?
That would take many more bricks.
We'll make them. This Sheernite just opened up opportunities for us. Oh, this city of yours? It's got hot pot, fried skewers, burgers, malts, and ice cream, right?
It does.
You're already making a wish list. Don't spoil hers, Wong. Good health is what you really need to do solid scientific work. Uncle Zheng feels the same too. So don't forget to set aside a place for exercising, okay?
Okay. There'll be a plaza. Yes. And it's a really big one.
Can't believe it. No one mentioned what really matters. Schools. Make sure you have one. The success of Project Shiranite has created a new science. More Tiancha will continue our research.
Of course, my mentor. It's at the most important location of the city. It's all there. Everything is now in Wuling. Time to leave, Endman. There's only a short distance to go. No second chance. A rain of blue, a lance of sun. Ago, multiple buildings at the science station were destroyed. This is the only monitoring station left. When the SAR team arrived, they were positive about finding survivors. But the tragedy only revealed itself when they delved downwards. They learned that fortune had never paid a visit. Data room. The SAR team used it as a resting stop. Endman, the path to the monitoring station is upstairs. We must don proper blight protection to enter the monitoring station and get through 3 authentication doors. Endman, I can send you up there with Shiranite. Light was the time when I just learned that all my seniors and peers had died in the accident. It all happened so quickly. They were filled with hope and ambition mere moments ago. Every face was once so vivid and alive. All of them were gone. Never to be seen again.
Why? Why? No. I can't waste my time on tears.
It's all right. Just let it all out.
I've got no time. There's too much to do.
You have today and tomorrow. You have plenty of time.
How? I'm the only one left.
Fear not. Others will be joining your side. You will not be alone.
What should I do? Somebody, please. What should I do?
You've done well. Things were hard at the beginning, but you persevered.
I must be strong. No matter what happens, I must keep going.
Apologies. It's embarrassing that you had to see me in such a mess. I'm not feeling terrible. This was all in the past. What we saw was but a fragment of memories. A moment that had long passed us by. Let's go. Intimate.
Do we just leave her in this place?
It's all right, Endman. Some pain is destined to be left in the past. There's no need to turn back. I've decided to move along, carrying their unfulfilled dreams. your distance. You won't stray too far either. This shield can counter the ether energy up ahead. Try to stay behind the shield. Endman, don't stray too far. We must be careful. I can take it. Thank you, Endman. Why?
Knowing that while I slept, many continued to forge on and stayed true to the path. Though I woke without any memories, seeing you and everyone who persisted, my fears would subside.
So you can feel fear as well, Endman.
Yes. I fear that those who once walked with me will end up leaving. Tianshi Zhuang, tell me, will you leave me?
I promise you, I won't leave that easily. The rift has stabilized. The light of the Marker Stone Flats should be back on. Let's head back together. Endman, we have been running around all day. I imagine you are exhausted. Shall I see you back so you can rest? Then, shall we walk a little more together? Bamboo brew. It was made by the science station team back then, and I brought it along. Since my seniors are no longer around, I don't know who to share this with. And so, I never opened it. But now, you're here. An old friend coming to visit. Such a moment calls for a drink. To save resources, we fermented leftovers and scraps from the agro lab. Taste wasn't on the agenda. But this is a flavor I'm quite fond of. Truly, the flavors from the past. Taste anything peculiar? That's right. Flavors of the past. Time truly flies. I barely realized a whole decade in Wuling has slipped by. Endman, Wuling has become a part of me. No matter what the future holds, even if fate forces me to leave, my path will always lead me back here. But rest assured, Wuling and I will always be with you. We are united by the same cause. It would be my great honor to walk the same path with you, Endman.
Constant vigilance in every place and situation. This is a rule that I never break.